everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Vikings going up against the Browns.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And look out, I think he's going to go. 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 82 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. Oh, look at that. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Keenum. Hard throw, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And a kick by Elliott is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Crowell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And he's going to go down again.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out now come the Vikings. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now.
Back to throw, Keenum. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, it's Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go.
From the 50, it's Keenum. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off the game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Shift together here from the D-line. Play action now. Kaiser. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And that'll bring up second down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, he timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. On third down, Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. On first and 10, Kaiser. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Kaiser yet again. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll throw again. Kaiser. That's Njoku over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it despite all the extra contact and people around him.
Kaiser going to try the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
Here we go.
Kaiser to throw it this time. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Crowell lost the football, but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Kaiser now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They go play action. Kaiser. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, Kaiser is going to go for a big play down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Kaiser to throw it. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. Now we're going to get a stoppage as that looks to be Kaiser who's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go.
Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more after this. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. First throw now for the backup Kaepernick. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Seth DeValve, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come later tonight. It's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go now.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He finds Coleman. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right there at the 43. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, here's Kaepernick. He got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And he missed it. Gonzalez has pushed it to the right. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Keenum to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. And now a first down following that long gain. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
All right, here we go.
Here's Keenum now on second down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, Keenum. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the ground, Cook. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Vikings on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go! Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning!
Handoff comes to Cook. And they're able to...
game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon, and that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Out of the gun, Keenum. Forced, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
No, check, Patriots! Patriots! Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up. No, check, Patriots! Patriots! Gun! All right, here we go.
From the gun, here's Keenum. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Second down, 9 yards to go. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now out comes Minnesota. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here's Keenum. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. The Vikings on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Keenum. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 32 that time. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Keenum. And complete, right side to Cook. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing now is Keenum. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, Kaepernick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Crowell might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They find some open field here. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Working from the gun, Keenum. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Room here to run. The 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5.
Now let's go.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Keenum got to have this one. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And now they'll throw with Keenum. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing is Keenum on third down. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
I know every down's important, but you know as well as I do, partner. Third down is key for both offenses and defenses, and Cleveland's got to get better on third down on D.
And what they did right there, you're right, they need more of. They were tied for 30th in the NFL in sacks last year, but a big one there brings up a punting situation. Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They begin with a run by Crowell. And some room to maneuver. Quick feet by Crowell. And he's brought down after a good gain. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They'll run with Crowell. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Dolphins are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Bills, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down following the run. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. And able to get this one across.
Hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gap.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
All right, here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Off the bootleg. Nolan escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. A really nice gain.
Of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Ohio!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, Nolan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the wide out in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Flag round.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go again with Muhammad. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. First down, Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 97 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defense in front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
So now here come the Dolphins. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they're showing improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return, it's Hyde. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but
I think sometimes those big guys on offense,
they're pretty cagey too, right? They make it a little sudden.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Nolan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching.